What is an ignorant question? You know it's an ignorant question when you feel stupid the moment the question leaves your mouth. Another common feeling when someone asks you an ignorant question is you feel like they are insulting your intelligence. Like, why would you ask me that? Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let me ask you some ignorant questions. A couple of weeks ago, I was driving home and I saw this dog. He was so still, he was barely breathing, and he was just staring out into the universe. It felt like he knew all the answers to the world. Like, where do babies come from? Or which came first, the chicken or the egg? It almost felt like the whole universe was revolving around that dog. He was like in a zone. And then I noticed something very peculiar with this dog. He was on all fours, and right under him, I noticed this stream of water just pouring out. And then it just hit me. The dog is peeing. It was like his mind was empty. He wasn't thinking of anything. And he was just letting it all out. You know, that's the first time I've ever seen a dog pee on all four legs. Usually, when a dog pees, he's on three legs. He's either raising his right leg or left leg every time he needs to pee. Never once have I seen a dog pee on all fours. And I think the reason why dogs don't pee on four legs is you end up getting your front paws wet. Didn't the dog notice the stream of urine going this way towards the front of his legs? I'm pretty confident that's why dogs pee with three legs. So that when they do pee, they pee away from themselves, either to the right or to the left. I think that's how you separate the smart dogs from the stupid dogs. Do you pee on yourself? Or have you figured out a way not to pee on yourself? I wonder if dogs ever have nightmare. Like, if they do, would they ever wake up wetting themselves? If you ever notice a wet spot and you know it's your dog, sometimes you gotta go easy on him because he could have had a nightmare and just wet himself. It was uncontrollable. Since dogs who pee on three legs either pee on the right or the left, are the left-legged dogs more creative than the right-legged dogs? If your dog only uses his left leg to pee, does that mean he's very artistic? Perhaps he can sing a tune or do a painting? And perhaps the right-legged dogs are more athletic, they have much more energy, they're much more whiny and attached to you. Wouldn't that explain why some dogs are so bad at fetching? Because they are the creative types. They need you to throw a paintbrush instead of just a stick. The next question you gotta ask yourself is, since dogs pee with their left legs or their right legs, are there dogs out there that are ambidextrous? Can they pee with both their left legs and their right legs? Could you imagine how inefficient it would be if you could only pee with your right leg? For example, let's say there's a bush on the right, there's a fire hydrant right after that on the right, and then finally a tree on the right. So, assuming I'm a right-legged dog, I would just walk up to the bush and mark my territory, and then continue to get to the fire hydrant, and once again, mark the territory again, and finally, when I get to the tree, mark it one last time. That's how things would work in a perfect world. But in the real world, things never go the way you want. So in the real world, this is probably what would happen. There would probably be a bush on the right, a fire hydrant on the left, and then a tree right behind that. So the right-legged dog would walk up to the bush, mark his territory, and when he would get to the fire hydrant, since it's on his left, he would probably bust a Yui, and then with his right leg mark the territory. And after that, he'd have to make another Yui, and then proceed to the tree and mark that one last time. Can you see how inefficient that is? Can you see how much time is wasted? And now you understand why it's so important for dogs to be ambidextrous. So we started with dogs who pee on four legs, and then we went to dogs who pee on three legs. You know where I'm going next, right? Dogs who pee on two legs. How is that even possible? Like, they literally have to be doing a handstand. And while controlling their balance, have the motor function to also free willy. But I'm not sure this is such a smart thing for a dog to do. Because if your hind is up here and your head is down here and you're peeing, there's a really good chance of your head getting wet. Can you even imagine what's going through a dog's head at that moment? He's probably peeing and all of a sudden he feels this wet stream of water in his head and he thinks someone's playing a cruel trick on him. Why is someone squirting water on me while I'm trying to pee on my two hands? And after a while he makes the realization that it's not water, it's actually pee. And that makes him even more frustrated. Someone's peeing on me while I'm peeing. And perhaps the final realization he makes is, this urine smells pretty good. I wonder what type of dog just peed on me. Whoever's peeing on me must be a really solid dude because his urine smells extremely manly. I could tell that he works out. I think I could be really good friends with this dog.